tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm putting intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Kill! 47!
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check. We're going to 54. Right here. Check. Then we're going to 53. Crunch. Under crush.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check 37. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Right here. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, but the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch twin.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He was taken down by 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to grade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back.
Check. So we're going to 53. Joker. There we go, kill.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Kill.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Prescott now from the 50. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Kill.
At the 33-yard line.
Mike 5-4.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Kill. 54.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Shift. Watch the shift. Quick edge. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check. Go. Here we go. 26.
Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Kill. 36. 26.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
47.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
We're going to 54. 1-8.
Check.
Here we go. 46.
Mike 50.
26.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Shoot. What's the ad?
Then we're going to 53. 26.
Elliott. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Prescott on first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Carson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
What? Ready?
Mike 50. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down. To throw again on second down, Wilson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Right there.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
That's caught by Hollister. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
On 1st down, Carson. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Check 48, come on. Come on. You better bring.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.